Another good thing about this trainer, everything is controlled, majority of what's controlled is from this computer screen right here, which is touchscreen. So I'm going to go to our wind simulation. And I know it might be a little tough to see, but you can create up to 10 different steps or 10 different wind simulations based on time, based on wind speed, and based on wind direction. So right now I have 3 steps out of 10 because I don't want to have to sit through 5 minutes of wind simulations. But the first step, we're going to run for 40 seconds with a wind direction of 0 degrees and a wind speed of 7 meters per second. We'll then go to step 2, which will also run for 40 seconds. I'm going to change the wind direction to, say, 45 degrees. Make it 70, 75, 76 degrees. And then step 3 will also run for 40 seconds at 10 meters per second. And we'll run this at, say, 2. We're now in step 1. We see our wind starting to pick up. Okay, and we see our wind direction has not moved. We're at 0 degrees. Okay, have an alarm here, which I should be able to reset. Okay, and we go to our yaw position is at 0 degrees. We're a little over 7 meters per second, although I set it for 7. And then now you see our wind direction has now changed to about 90 degrees, and it's picked up in intensity or in speed by 1 meter per second. Okay? And that is highlighted here in our wind direction and wind speed panel of our screen. So with that in mind, I'm now going to start the system itself. Okay? We should start seeing our blades start picking up a little bit of speed, and we see that yaw system starting to change. Right? So our yaw is now about at 77 degrees. Our blades start picking up speed. And we now start to also see our gearbox rotations per minute starting to change. Well, they were changing, excuse me. Here we go. And now our gearbox input speed is about 16 rotations per minute, but our output is over 745 rotations per minute. So we start seeing that increase from our low speed shaft to gearbox to what would be our high speed shaft. Okay, and again, our wind speed is now in step 3, which is at 10 meters per second. And this should cycle back to step 1 in a few seconds, and you'll see that decrease.
Yes.
Sorry.
So what's the major difference between wind turbine and windmill?
So windmills were typically used to mill grain or crush up grain and things like that. Wind turbines are generating electricity.
But those windmills also generate electricity.
In that case, those are wind turbines. If they're generating electricity, they're considered wind turbines.
Like those windmills, the large windmills in the fields for generating electricity, and this wind turbine. Is there any difference between them?
Only difference is that this is on a much smaller scale. Those are real life scale, 300, 400 feet tall, and still generate electricity. Typically painted white blades, things like that. Yep.
Like that.
Similar, yes.
Similar.
Yep. Typically a 3-blade design. Those are your horizontal axis blades as opposed to your vertical axis blades that spin like this.